Life is full of challenges for everyone. Sometimes, the people you encounter insult you, humiliate you, or simply test your patience. Our first instinct says respond, defend yourself. But Stoic philosophy teaches us that true strength does not lie in reacting to others' behavior. It lies in remaining calm and making an impact without words. This philosophy shows us that it's not the abundance of words but the depth of silence that makes a person stronger. How? This video will teach you exactly that. How to silence a rude person with your quietness, and how to maintain your inner peace to come out victorious in any situation. If you are ready to demonstrate your power through silence, watch this video until the end. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and don't forget to share this knowledge, because some lessons can only be learned in silence. The first step may seem simple, but real strength begins here, not reacting. People often feed on our anger, frustration, or impulsive reactions. They anticipate how you will get upset or flustered. This is their game. But when you remain calm, they lose control over you. And when they sense this, they see a power in you that is regulated, the genuine, unwavering strength hidden in your calmness. Epictetus once said, "Not reacting to another's faults is the strongest way to take control from them." This is more than just a quote. It's a practical truth of life. Think about it. Someone mocks you, tries to hurt you with words, but you don't react. You stay calm, smile, and expend no energy. In that moment, the person trying to provoke you sabotages their own game, because you are no longer a target they can touch. Remaining calm is not merely being cold. It is protecting your energy and defending your inner world. Every reaction consumes our energy. Often people don't realize this. They want to affect you, shake you, direct you where they want. But through silence and calmness, you show that you are no longer giving your energy away. This is an invisible power, but its impact is immense. Let's take examples from everyday life. Maybe a co-worker irritates you, someone's words affect you, or a social media critique angers you. Our instinct says respond, defend, react. But here silence offers another path. Not responding, controlling your anger, staying calm. This creates admiration and confusion in the other person. They expect you to explode, but you remain calm. This silence becomes your most powerful weapon. Remaining calm is also about self-awareness. Sometimes people think, "I'm staying quiet." But isn't that a sign of weakness? On the contrary, it is the greatest example of strength. Silence shows that you are in control of yourself, that you can regulate your inner fire. Every burst of anger or irritation consumes your life energy, but by staying calm, you preserve it. This energy can then be directed toward more important things, your goals, personal growth, and your true values. Imagine the other person is trying to provoke you. They want their words to affect you, but by remaining calm, you show that these words are no longer a source of power for you. You are leading with your silence. Leadership is not just in speech. It is also expressed in your actions and calm demeanor. People often fail to understand this, but the power within your silence is felt. Another aspect, staying calm, is a lesson you give to the other person. People often underestimate how effective it is not to react. They expect you to explode, to get angry, or to feel hurt. But by staying calm, you demonstrate that you no longer fall for their manipulation. This, in fact, sends the strongest message: I no longer give you control. Ultimately, staying calm is a choice. You protect your energy, maintain your inner peace, and influence others without words. It is both practically and emotionally one of the strongest behaviors. Even small steps, remaining calm for a few seconds, taking a deep breath, staying unreactive, create a significant long-term effect. Remember, silence is power. remaining calm, not reacting, conserving your energy. These are not just principles taught by Stoic philosophy. They are the paths to triumph in the real tests of life. The first thing to understand is that you are not obligated to respond to everything. You don't have to react to every rude word, criticism, or provocation. Often people feed on our anger and impulsive reactions. Your response completes their game. But if you remain calm, that power is taken from them. One of the key elements here is emotional invulnerability. Being emotionally unreachable means protecting your soul. It means refusing to allow others to manipulate you. Many think that staying calm or not reacting is coldness or indifference. In reality, it is a very deep and serious form of power. You are no longer participating in every provocation. You observe without getting involved. Let's say a co-worker behaves disrespectfully toward you. In the past, you might have immediately responded, gotten angry, and lost your energy. But now, you choose emotional invulnerability. You calmly observe the situation, silent and composed, yet highly impactful. People often fail to understand this, but your lack of reaction confuses them, even unsettles them. Epictetus said, "You decide who can hurt you." In other words, you have internal boundaries, and others can enter only as far as you allow. By maintaining these boundaries, you preserve your energy, calmness, and inner balance. Emotional invulnerability is also about self-awareness. You no longer allow others to affect you. You realize that every reaction, every moment of anger weakens you. In fact, it's not the other person's words that tire or hurt you. It's the emotional responses you give them. Choosing not to give these responses is your power. Here's another example. Imagine someone criticizes you on social media. In the past, you would have immediately responded, defended yourself, or tried to explain. But now, coupled with emotional invulnerability, you remain calm and unreactive. You preserve your energy, maintain your inner peace, and silently influence the other person. When they see you're calm, they are bewildered because they don't get the reaction they expected. Being emotionally invulnerable also means making a conscious choice. You've decided to spend your energy only on things that strengthen you, help you grow, and serve you. You no longer accept the toxic energy that others try to impose. You no longer allow words, actions, or behaviors to disrupt your inner balance. Emotional invulnerability is an invisible shield around your boundaries. Others cannot see it, but they feel its impact. You no longer participate in others' games. By staying calm, you send a message with your silence and inner strength. You cannot hurt me. I protect myself. This may seem stern to some, but in reality, it is a sign of your growth, power, and discipline. Remaining calm, detached, and emotionally invulnerable grants you both inner freedom and the ability to silence others without a word. Thus, emotional invulnerability is not merely a form of defense. It is the art of protecting your inner flame, conserving your energy, and living life with a deeper sense of calm. You are no longer obliged to respond to every word or engage in every provocation. Through silence, you demonstrate that you are now the master of your inner world, and no one can take you from it. In such situations, another way forward is to establish boundaries through silence. Boundaries are not created by raising your voice or shouting. True boundaries can be set silently, calmly, and invisibly. This is the most refined form of power and discipline. Creating boundaries through silence means protecting your energy, respecting your own value, and refusing to allow others to control you. In everyday life, people often cross, test, or ignore our boundaries. This can happen at work, among friends, within family, or on social media. In the past, we would have immediately responded, explained ourselves, and tried to defend. But now, by creating silent boundaries, you do this without words, simply through your behavior, saying, "This is where it ends." Marcus Aurelius expressed it this way: "What others do to you is their nature, but how you respond to it, that is your choice and character." These words may sound simple, but they carry a profound truth. Others' behavior is not in our control, but our reactions are entirely our choice. By establishing boundaries through silence, you fully exercise this choice. Let's say someone's behavior is bothering you. In the past, you might have immediately responded with words, explanations, or even anger. But now you create a boundary through silence. For example, you no longer respond to the topics they mock. You don't expend energy on their criticisms, and you simply maintain distance by staying calm. This behavior sends a silent but powerful message. You cannot control me. I protect my boundaries. Creating boundaries through silence is also a way of showing respect to others. You no longer demand respect by yelling, scolding, or defending yourself. Your behavior, your silent stance, and the distance you maintain naturally command respect. People feel it. They understand that your boundaries cannot be crossed because you have silently defined them. Sometimes this may seem stern to others, but in reality this firmness is for protection. You no longer lose your energy, you never get drained, and you do not allow others to interfere with your inner world. Creating boundaries through silence does not weaken you, it strengthens you. Remember that establishing boundaries through silence is not only about others, but also about respecting yourself. You now choose the topics and people to whom you are willing to give your energy. These boundaries are invisible, yet their impact is powerful. Every unanswered message, every argument you avoid, every event you do not intervene in is a reflection of your internal boundaries. This approach also has a long-term effect. People begin to respect you because they can no longer predict your reactions. Your silence, your stance, and your choices become symbols of strength in their eyes. They are influenced by your calmness and silent boundaries, creating a presence that cannot be expressed in words. Establishing boundaries through silence also grants you inner freedom. You're no longer tied to every word or action of others. Your energy focus shifts toward your personal growth, inner calm, and goals. This empowers you in every aspect of life: work, family, friendships, and self-development. Therefore, creating boundaries through silence is not just a defense. It is an invisible expression of your power, discipline, and character. It is the subtle art of influencing others without words, protecting your energy and living life with deeper calm. Sometimes the strongest move is not speaking but being absent, pulling back with dignity, remaining silent, and not trying to explain. This is not weakness, but one of the most subtle and powerful strategies. People often measure us only by our words and actions. But being absent in silence sends an unspoken message. My value, my energy, my boundaries are not measured by words. They are shown through how I live. Your absence creates a significant void in their minds. Previously, your reactions, anger, and defenses gave them energy. They anticipated your responses. Every reaction was a part of the game. But now you are absent. You have withdrawn in silence. They can no longer control you. Your absence, your silence, your stance. This creates an impact they cannot explain with words. Remember what Seneca said: "What you lose is not a loss, for it was never under your control." Keep these words in mind. What people think of you, what they do or don't do for you, is no longer within your control. The only thing you can do is remain true to your value and withdraw with dignity. This withdrawal is not only physical but also emotional and spiritual, making your absence felt. It's not just about leaving, It's about showing yourself from a higher perspective. You no longer allow others to gain power over you. When they recognize your absence, it delivers a powerful lesson. Your silence, your withdrawal, and your stance linger in their minds, influencing their behavior and thoughts long after you've stepped back. Sometimes people need time to understand your absence. They expect you to respond, but you quietly withdraw. While they are plotting against you, they are forced to account for your absence, your silence, and your dignity. This is a form of influence that words alone cannot achieve. Making your absence felt is also about protecting your energy. You no longer respond to meaningless arguments, provocations, or manipulations. You spend your energy only on your own growth, inner calm, and goals. This is the most effective way to safeguard yourself and demonstrate the power of silence. Choosing to withdraw with dignity is also a conscious decision. You have already decided which people and which matters are not worth your energy. Your silence, absence, and stance, all of these are silent boundaries. People sense them, but they cannot measure them with words. They can only interpret the message your absence and silence convey. Ultimately, making your absence felt gives you both inner freedom and ensures that others value and respect you. Often we direct our attention outward, toward others and their actions or reactions. True power, however, lies in directing that attention inward, to your own inner world. Inner calm is your greatest weapon. It is not intended to silence others, but to protect yourself and preserve your energy. People may try to anger or disturb you, but you no longer participate in their game. You remain calm, you don't react, you don't engage. This calmness gives you inner freedom and sends a silent message to others. You cannot control me. They can no longer manipulate you or cross the boundaries of your energy. Inner calm also means self-awareness. You no longer react to every word or action. You avoid unnecessary arguments. Your focus is solely on yourself and your inner growth. Within this calmness, you observe, reflect, and learn. Every step, every pause, every withdrawal adds strength and depth to you. Silence and calmness are also about protecting your boundaries. You no longer waste your energy on trivial matters. You choose who and what deserves your energy. This is not only an act to influence others, but a deliberate action for your personal growth and inner values. When people cannot control you, they begin to respect your calmness. Your silent stance becomes your most powerful form of strength. Inner calm is also your emotional balance. You no longer get angry, frustrated, or fall into others' provocations. You observe, but you do not engage. You feel, but you do not lose yourself. This balance is your greatest victory, because rising in silence and calmness happens not in the eyes of others, but in your own mind. Remember, inner calm is far from passive. It is an active form of power. You protect your energy at every moment. You avoid wasting it on reactions, and you focus your attention and strength on your own growth. This makes you stronger, more resilient, and more influential. A person who rises in calmness is no longer subject to the influence of others. Your energy boundaries define the limits, and only those truly worthy can cross them. Through silence and inner calm, you also earn the attention and respect of others, because they realize they cannot control you. Your silent stance, your withdrawal, and the value you place on your calm, these create an influence that cannot be measured in words. Ultimately, the real goal is not to silence others, but to protect your inner world and your energy. Rising in silence and calm strengthens you, reveals your depth, and most importantly, frees you. Staying calm, not reacting, and conserving your energy. This is the greatest victory for any Stoic. Now you understand, the strongest response is not always to speak. Standing in silence, remaining calm, protecting your inner boundaries, and directing your energy only toward what truly matters empowers you far more than trying to influence others with words. People no longer feed off your reactions. They cannot control you, and they begin to respect your calm. This silent ascent reminds you of your worth, your strength, and your true freedom. Remember, silence is not just about not speaking. It is a chosen stance, a shield of inner calm, and the path through which you show your true power. Every step, every withdrawal, every moment of silence makes you deeper, more resilient, and more influential. If you choose this path, if you want to grow, protect your energy, and reveal your strength through silence, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it. Every click you make not only benefits you, but also illuminates the path of wisdom for others. And remember, choosing silence brings you freedom, calm, and the greatest victory. See you in the next video.